The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is coming with a new design on top of many other improvements to make this Samsung's best flip yet. Let me know in the comments who out there is excited for the Z Flip 6, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech. So first up, before we get into the exciting stuff, we've got news that the Z Flip 6 is finally going to be getting an upgrade to the battery. Now, a new report from Galaxy Club states that the Z Flip 6 is going to feature a dual battery system consisting of a smaller battery rated at 1097 mAh, and then we've got a larger battery rated at 2790 mAh, and this gives a total rated capacity of 3887, so this is going to be a typical capacity of just over 4000 mAh. Now, the Z Flip 5 had a typical capacity of 3007, so this is a decent improvement and it should be noticeable with day-to-day use. Now, next up, we've got news that the Z Flip 6 is going to feature the new Iron Flex technology. While the name sounds pretty exciting, in reality it probably isn't. Samsung registered the trademark on the 3rd of January, and it's described as a foldable OLED display panel for products like foldable phones, foldable tablet computers and wearables, and the rest of the information is pretty vague. Now personally, and this is just my guess, but I think the name for it is for the display's protection, which was previously ultra-thin glass, so I'm assuming it's an improved version and they're calling it Iron Flex as it sounds a lot stronger than ultra-thin glass. Nevertheless, it's an improvement, and given the trademark has already been registered, it's very likely that we'll see the tech debut in the Z Flip 6 and the Fold 6, and hopefully it's also going to result in less creasing in the center of the display. Now, given that the Flip also seems to follow the S series in terms of the display technology, it's very likely that the Z Flip 6 is going to come with a display with 2600 nits of peak brightness. Now, next up, we've had all of the AI features showcased for the S24 series, and this is no doubt going to be passed onto the Fold and the Flip series as well, given that they are premium devices and they're powered by the same chipset. Now, the first feature is a circle to search feature using the AI. You just circle any image, video or text on your screen and it's going to automatically find it on the web for you. We also get a summary feature that uses AI to go through your notes or documents, and it summarizes them with clear bullet points to save you having to read the whole text again. We've got the new Live Translate feature, which is going to translate and speak foreign languages on the fly right from inside the Samsung phone app. And then finally, we of course get AI improvements to photography, and it should mean that the Z Flip 6 has much better photography when it comes to photo and video. Next up, we've got more confirmation that the external cover display on the Z Flip 6 is going to be bigger, and it's going to come with a 3.9-inch display, which is a nice improvement from the predecessor's 3.4-inch. Now, this was previously advised by Ross Young, and he's incredibly accurate when it comes to display leaks. And then new reports also state that we'll be getting native app support for the cover display. Now, currently it's only widgets and a limited selection of apps through Samsung Labs that are supported on the cover display. While there is a workaround using the Good Lock launcher, there are still plenty of limitations and issues. With native support, the apps are going to be much better optimized, so this is going to massively improve the user experience of the Z Flip 6. Now, of course, we can look at Samsung's recent releases and assume that apart from those changes, the design should remain fairly similar, but I wouldn't be surprised if we also get a new titanium frame for the Z Flip 6. But overall, it looks like the Z Flip 6 is focusing on improving an already popular lineup rather than completely redesigning the phone for the sake of it. Now, for those of you excited for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, we're now going to run through the full specs, design and prices to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video. But if you're new here, then hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. So with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, we get a 6.7-inch foldable 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. While it's the same size as its predecessor, we're expecting improvements in brightness, color accuracy, and durability. It's coming with a resolution of 1080 by 2640, and it will of course be protected by Samsung's newest ultra-thin glass. There's also going to be less visible creasing in the new foldable display, as well as water and dust resistance. For the external cover display, we get a 120Hz dynamic AMOLED, and it's going to be protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 3. It's going to be a 3.9-inch display with a resolution of 720 by 748, and of course we'll see all the usual improvements like increased brightness and color accuracy, as well as the native app support for the cover display. Now, the selfie camera is still unknown at the moment, but it's likely going to be another 10 megapixel camera. Then on the rear, it's a dual camera setup with a 50 megapixel primary camera and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide. It's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all regions, and it's going to come with 8GB of RAM and up to 512GB storage, and this will of course be UFS 4.1. Now, it's coming with around a 3700 mAh battery, and while fast charging is still currently unknown, we're hoping for some improvements to both wired and wireless charging. In terms of connectivity, we get advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband support, and it's of course coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14. It's expected to launch from $1,050 and it's going to launch in August 2024. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6 is another refinement to the series, offering a slightly new design, some new and improved hardware, as well as plenty of new AI features. The new display alone is going to make the Flip 6 much better for day-to-day use, and the increased levels of peak brightness are going to make for a much better experience, especially when out in the sunlight. Now, given its similarities to the predecessor though, I can't imagine anyone with a Flip 5 rushing for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older Flip or looking to get their first Flip, then it's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, launch is still quite a long time away, but we're no doubt going to get more and more leaks coming in, and of course I'll be sharing them as soon as they do, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.